Hey friends, what's up? This is Conni from Live Your Heart Out, and today we're gonna talk about why you have to share your story online with your fans, with your followers. So this is for all the creators out there, the bloggers, the YouTubers, the Instagrammers, for all those entrepreneurs that have a bigger message inside of them. And when I talk about story, I mean share your life's challenges, your struggles, your learnings, all these things that we'd rather hide because they might make us look like we're not perfect. And surprise, that's okay. We're all a bit tired of seeing the polished versions of people on social media, on Instagram or on YouTube, where life just looks like everything's amazing and happy every single day. We need more people to actually talk about their challenges in life, talk about their heartbreaks, their eating disorders, their relationship struggles, their failures, their depression, their feelings surrounding not being good enough. We need more people to talk about that stuff. And my mission is to build a movement surrounding vulnerability and living a conscious life that's fulfilling and purposeful. And I want to encourage more people to share their stories, make themselves vulnerable online, on social media, and just own their stories. And at the core of my message are stories surrounding the fact that it's safe to be yourself, that we can all live a life that's awesome and fulfilling, and that we're all in this together. That there's challenges and that there's struggles that I face as well regularly. It's really painful. And then there's times when life is awesome and hell yeah, and just full with beauty and happiness. Another beautiful day in Nicaragua, in Las Piñitas. I want to convey the message that both sides of the coin are equally as important to life, and I don't want to just share this one side of the coin and hide the other, because that's just not what life is. And so anyway, so I came up with a few reasons of why I think that you should go out and share your stories, what makes you you, what makes up your life, because we've all arrived here because we learned a lot of stuff. And a lot of times we learn stuff by going through shit and by going through challenges. Generally, we as humans, we don't necessarily learn the really juicy stuff by just being happy and when everything's going really well. We learn when we have to go through those dips, when we're lying on the floor crying. That's usually when the biggest learnings happen. So number one is that by sharing your story, you can build true connection with your followers. And that's what I've noticed. The more I made myself vulnerable, the more connected I felt to you all. Today, I'm gonna talk to you guys about a thought, a feeling that's really scary for me. And I guess I wanna make this video to see who else shares that. But also the more other people felt connected to me, because suddenly I was relatable. I wasn't just showing off my perfect, awesome life in paradise. I was showing all these other sides, you know, and things that I was going through and feeling and thinking. And so people were like, oh wow, she's like one of us. People feel less alone, and it creates a lot of trust and a really good foundation from which to engage with each other. And if you are an entrepreneur, I really believe in the concept of trust marketing and the concept of 1,000 true fans. If you don't know that one, just Google Kevin Kelly, 1,000 true fans. And it's really built around that. And I believe that that's done by not just sharing the good stuff, but by also sharing the shitty stuff. Number two, why you should really, really start sharing your story is that whatever you've gone through in life, whatever learnings you took away from that, it has the ability to change other people's lives. And so some of the comments and the emails that I get from my followers, from some of you, are amazing, and they sometimes bring me to tears, because I can see that just by me sharing my stuff, it helps you heal yourself and it helps you feel less alone. And I gave you the ability to learn from my experiences and my lessons. So in the end, we're all teachers, you know? We can help someone change their health, their relationships, their business, their inside life, their limiting beliefs. And I personally think that that's huge. And by using social media like YouTube, like Instagram, having this power to change people's lives like that, just by sharing our story, it's massive. And number 3 is that the more we talk about things that are usually not talked about, maybe because they're a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe there's a little bit of shame surrounding certain topics, like maybe eating disorders or depression or whatever. By actually sharing that stuff, we don't just de-shame those parts in ourselves, we also help de-shaming these topics generally in society, in public. And I believe that that is much needed. We need to talk about uncomfortable topics so much more. And so by sharing our stories, we can shine our light for others. And also that brings me to the next point, which is by sharing your story, you can heal yourself and you can help other people heal. It's really that by telling your own story, you kind of start making sense of your life and yourself, and you start to understand why certain things happened the way that they did. And I can tell from experience that telling your story in public on social media is extremely therapeutic, I believe is the right word. It's just very healing. And yes, you hear a lot of YouTubers say that making videos and putting yourself out there, it is a little bit like psychotherapy. But this practice, me sitting here making this video, talking about all sorts of vulnerable stuff in past videos, is a practice that really leads also to greater confidence. I definitely would subscribe to that. I've definitely gotten a lot more confidence surrounding all of these issues and just generally self-confidence by sharing my story and by seeing that people still love me. I just want you to see just how powerful it can be to share your story and the effect that that can have on other people's lives and their healings. Number 5 is that sharing your story online with a lot of other people out there, it's a very courageous thing to do. That's why a lot of people are scared of doing it, right? And probably a lot of you watching this video are like, oh my God, I don't know, oof, it's really scary. Yeah, it's scary. Making ourselves vulnerable in public is scary. But you know what? When things are scary and we do them anyway, that's where the growth is. That's where the magic happens. By expanding our comfort zones, that's how we grow. In my world, growing as a human being, as a soul, as an entrepreneur, as a creator, is incredibly awesome. And by then going out and sharing your story, you're also contributing, which is the second thing that I believe leads to a very fulfilling life. It's number 1, growing, and it's number 2, contributing, helping other people, providing value. And the last point is sharing our story, no matter how successful you are out there with what you do. It really keeps us humble, you know? You might be making millions out there, you might be having 100,000 Instagram followers and 1 million YouTube subscribers, but you know what? We all go through the same stuff. We all face a lot of the same emotional pains. And the more that we all share our challenges, the more connected we can all feel with each other and just feel that we're all in this together, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is. Heartbreak feels the same for all of us. Depression feels the same for all of us. Just knowing that there's other people out there, that's pretty awesome. That helped me so much. So in the end, all I really want to say is your story matters a lot. And I'd really love to encourage you to go out there and find your voice and share it. Let it be here on YouTube, let it be on Instagram, let it be on your blog. And now, of course, I'd love to know, what's your story? Or what's maybe a part of your story? Because I think a lot of us, we carry a lot of stories in us. Actually yesterday I sat down and wrote down all the different stories that I can tell. Things that happened in my life that were difficult or challenging, but that nevertheless provided me with a lot of learnings. And so I wonder, what were those for you? And I'd love for you to share with me some of that in the comments below. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. It's been really awesome. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And I will see you in the next video, because that's coming for sure. If we know one thing, then that's it. There will be another video. Okay, bye.